to date with me on everything, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. It's at Joshwrb, and hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you're new, because that's the best way to stay up to date with all my videos right when they come out. Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh WRB here, bringing you a brand new video. Today, I'm talking to you guys about Ready Player One, Steven Spielberg's new movie based on the novel by the same title, Ready Player One. I never read it. I don't really read too many books, but so I've heard that this does not follow the book completely. So this is Hollywood's next weaponized nostalgia on us, like Stranger Things. Roseanne just came back. I just watched that. Like all these shows that are remakes or anything to do with the 80s nostalgia is the biggest thing right now. And it was really cool to see Steven Spielberg do a movie that had all these references to his other movies in it, because if anyone's going to do a good job at showing those characters or those cars or anything from movies that he had a hand in back in the day, it's Steven Spielberg. Like he knows how to show action and insane set pieces. There's like 3 or 4 insanely huge scenes in this movie that just show like a car chase or a big war going on, and there's just like the most amount of characters I've ever seen on screen all at once, done so well. Like I feel like if Avengers Infinity War does a good a job as what this did to show the big set pieces and then just go in and transition perfectly into just a one-off character, this movie did that. All the action scenes were done so well, and like so well. Those are like, oh my god, this was amazing. It looks so good the whole time. The characters in real life for me felt a little boring. I don't know, like it was a little weird for me to not be introduced to, well, I guess it's escapism. It's he feels more comfortable in his own avatar than he does in his own skin in real life. So I guess that, like, for me personally, in something like this, I would rather have met the character in real life first and had more of a connection to why he wanted to escape more. Like, you kind of get the story of, you know, it's a dystopian future, and you get the story that he lives with his aunt and uncle that are terrible, and you don't really like them, and they're not really good or anything, but you don't really get too much backstory of the real life him and why he hates the real world and wants to live in the Oasis. Like, obviously the Oasis, you can do whatever you want and it looks amazing, and it has like all, I'm pretty sure, well, Freddy makes an appearance for like half a second in this movie, and like all it's crazy because like I thought I was going to see and notice a lot more than I did, but some of the like nostalgic like pokes are literally just like a character flying past that, and that's like, that would be, if you notice it and that speaks to you for that half a second, that's what this movie does. There's so many throwbacks and so many high fives to different movies and video games and like anime, like everything from the 80s on is referenced in this movie like crazy, and there's so many that you will not see all of them. I want to rewatch this movie again just to see how many more of the throwback like high fives I can see, because in some scenes in this movie it's moving so fast that it's hard to see all the different characters that are flying past you all at once. So when you get introduced to Olivia Cooke's character Artie in the movie, I felt like Wade fell in love with her a little too quickly. Like he meets her and he's instantly in love with her, avatar her and he says he feels like he knows her. I felt like that whole thing could have had a little more time spent on that love story developing a little more, so it felt a little less, I don't know, it felt like it came on a little too strong, and there wasn't as much heart or thought put into the actual development of a love story. It was more worried about the straight visuals that were happening, I think, on the screen. With that being said, this movie was so fun, and that, like I said, the action scenes and the popcorn parts to this movie were phenomenal. Like, so well done. This is like some of the best CGI, and like this looks like the best video game that isn't a video game. I wish that video games could have graphics like this, like, because it was really cool seeing this movie with my buddy Ben, because him and I are really into like playing Fortnite together and stuff. So like playing video games together and then going to this movie together, and it's all pretty much a big video game. It was really weird, and I don't know, like this is almost like a view of what the future could literally turn out to be. And it's like Steven Spielberg, like it was like his public service announcement at the end. It's just like, yeah, unplug every once in a while, people, because being in a virtual world all the time isn't healthy for you. So like I don't know if Steven Spielberg went all in at understanding like how gamers actually feel when they're gaming, like, because it felt like this movie didn't full on, I don't know, like the going in and out of the game so often, I didn't feel like there was enough of like a transition between it. It was just like they put the goggles on, and if I never felt like, you know, when you're gaming and you're really into a game and there's like that loading screen or like the anticipation of like getting ready for the game, that's like a thing that I think was missing in this movie. Like if there was more of like an anticipation or like a pre-world type thing to get into it, you just put it on and he was just like there, and there wasn't enough of like that anticipation of getting to the Oasis and the Oasis being the place you really want to be and live. It just felt like bloop bloop, and it was too fast. I don't know, like that's like that's not a downfall to this movie whatsoever, but I felt like if that was there, it would have added so much more to like the hype about getting to the Oasis. I don't know. This is just, I'm nitpicking the hell out of this movie now, I think. But this movie was unbelievable. Steven Spielberg did it again. I didn't see the post, but that one just looked a little, I don't know. Maybe I'll check that out as well. But I've seen all the movie, well, I've seen so many of the movies that were depicted in this movie from Steven Spielberg himself. And if this movie felt like a breath of fresh air for Spielberg style movies, because he is getting older, and it felt like it was a younger Spielberg directing this one or something, if that makes sense. I don't know. I loved it. It was so much fun. I can't wait to see it again and really nitpick it a little bit more. So this one is getting 5.5 out of 6 bottles from me. Definitely go and see this one, guys. There's a lot of big movies coming out at this point. I think this one deserves your dollars at the theater. Rampage comes out really soon. I don't know if I'm gonna see that or not, but look forward to all my reviews of tons of movies coming from Calgary Underground Film Festival. There's a documentary about Jason that I will be uploading very soon, and another one about grindcore metal as well. So there's a whole bunch of wicked documentaries and cool movies coming to Calgary Underground Film Festival. So if you guys are in and around Alberta, Calgary area, go to calgaryundergroundfilm.org and see what movies are coming, and I might actually be reviewing those or be there at Cuff too. So if you guys want to come and high five me, come and do that as well. So that's all I got for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to click this video you see on the screen. You know why? You might actually like it. Have a nice day, guys.